ball is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Well, right away, they'll change the look. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Lions defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Goff now looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Goff going to shift him around. On second down, here's Gibbs. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Goff throwing again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gibbs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
First down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
It's a big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Lions 14, Packers 7.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Lions 14, Packers 7.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready up.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 57 yards. The previous play big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. Loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the...
Well, it's a Packers touchdown. Bo Melton from 4 yards out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-to-interception ratio is, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your... Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On first down, it's gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to the air, Goff on 2nd down. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Throwing again is Goff. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Goff going to move his guys around a bit. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Goff. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early?
I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This 2nd and 4. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
We always knew that 2022 was going to be something of a write-off year for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the show begins this season.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Down to about the 45. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now it's gone. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had unloaded that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 30-yard line.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Goff. That is caught by Laporta. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now Goff. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And in for the Lions. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Pass complete across the formation to Melton. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Dobbs goes in motion. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that's going to be incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. Another run for Gibbs here. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him down to this point.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now a 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Detroit.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Goff looking to change the play. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target. But all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And they'll send Watson in motion right. On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep here for Dobbs. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Dobbs, 60 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Carlson's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Williams to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say,
touchdown! A big play there. 76 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. And now an audible here into something else.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. yards. They'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 39. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 53 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Great run by Gibbs. It surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
Shift him around. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Quick toss by Goff is complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the RPO, he completes it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Goff. This to Laporta, right side. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. This is 1st and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Here comes 2nd down. Now back to throw. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He's back to throw. Able to find Melton, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 56 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And what a throw that was, Charles. You think about the situation, close game, fourth quarter, rookie quarterback. He doesn't seem phased one bit.
So much for bright lights, big city, and will he wilt? Not at all. The stage not too big, the moment not too big at all. They needed points on that series, and not only did he produce a touchdown drive, but how about finishing it off with a big play that only adds to the momentum that they've already established.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Goff. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's first down. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Again, Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. This is caught inside the 15. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Now 1st and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. One last throw here for Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.